Hey guys, Frank McGrath here. Here with MD, down here at the Body Expo in England. Training here at Temple Gym today. Hit up a bit of chest today. We're about 4 weeks out from the Toronto Pro. Things are looking good, getting on track. For you who don't know, we here at Animal, we do our regular ABC, our Animal barbell training. A lot of people here get, like a lot of the fans come out and train with us at these events, and a lot of people, I know, especially when I was younger, growing up, training and stuff, I would have loved to have, get training advice and tips and, dieting and things from, pro bodybuilders or, anybody serious lifters and stuff like that. And, this is a really important event to us that we give back to our fans, because, the fans make us who we are. And we just like to give back and, appreciate and help them learn and achieve their goals along with ours. A lot of people probably don't know, people ask where I've been for the last, about a year. And around this time last year, I was involved in a pretty serious car accident. Somebody T-boned my car, on the way home from the gym one day. And, it was pretty serious. They pretty much had to take the jaws of life just to get me out of the car and stuff like that. And even a lot of doctors said the only reason that pretty much I survived was that because I was a bigger guy and stuff like that, and I took a lot of the impact. But I was in the hospital for at least a month, and then in bed for another 6 weeks. I had collapsed lung, my spleen removed. I had a lot of people see the scar on my arm. People always ask me what happened. I had a huge piece of skin ripped off my left arm. And I remember just sitting in the car and reaching over, and all I could feel was the muscle fibers, hanging out. But the doctors told me I would never be able to lift again, and think about doing something else with your life and stuff like that. But I'd like to prove people wrong. Coming back from something so serious, pretty much, from death. Doctors, I had to go in for emergency surgery, to get my spleen removed, and the doctor said, you could have died if we hadn't taken it out. So, I like to prove people wrong. People thought, you can't come back from something like this, and I'm here to show people, you can come back and overcome anything, and to show them I still got something left. From my accident, I can tell that, I can't train quite as heavy as I used to. I mean, I still train pretty heavy as I possibly can, but because of a few of the injuries I've had, it kind of limits me to certain things, and I've had to modify my training and stuff like that. It's so funny, like the both things that happened to me, I hurt both triceps, but it's funny that I'm not as strong, but my chest seems like it's gotten bigger, and I haven't even been as training as heavy as before. But I do find I do. From this accident, I think I take a lot more serious now. My diet, my training, everything more serious to overcome, all the little problems I have. But I think I do every possible thing I can do in the gym. Like people talk about high sets, low reps, high volume, low volume. Honestly, when I go to the gym, I just do everything. I try to not to leave any stone unturned, and it seems to be working. I just think it's motivated me to push harder. Because I think a lot of guys take for granted when they're not injured and stuff like that, and they can come to the gym and it just seems easy. And when you come back from something like this, it's like, I remember coming back from the gym, I could barely bench one plate. So I find I cherish every moment that I get to keep doing this. So I think it's been a good thing too. It's making me more mentally strong. I never really thought about that kind of stuff, but I think people don't realize the aspect of the mental power. Not just the physical. And I think that's one thing a good thing that's coming from this accident that I had. Here at the ABC today, I get a lot of questions. I even get a lot of questions online. People always want to know what supplements to take, or what animal products I take, because there is a lot of them, and people always ask me what I take. So year round, Animal Pack is like the staple. It's a multi-mineral, multivitamin, something that people should take all year long anyway. But that's something that's always in my diet. Animal Nitro, same thing, it's always in there. Off season, I like to use the Animal Pump. Pre-contest, I switch up a few things. I probably throw in some animal cuts, protein powders. It's pretty much basic, but it's about 4 weeks out from the Toronto Pro right now. So training wise, you know, I always try training heavy as possible and stuff like that. Even up to the day of the show. I know a lot of people don't like to keep training heavy, but I do. Cardio wise, you know, this year has probably been the least amount of cardio I've ever done getting ready for a show. But all I do is the Stairmaster every day. That thing is my best friend. But as I get closer, I'll probably up it a little bit, you know, maybe up another 5 minutes and stuff like that. Depends on how I look, obviously, but everything seems to be right on track. So I don't like to overdo the cardio either. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Just a light, you know, easy chest workout here today. Be sure to check us out here at the Body Expo if you're here, and come check me out 4 weeks at the Toronto Pro, and I'll also be doing the Tampa Pro a week later. You know, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on the Animal Pack forum. I'm always on there, and always willing to help some guys out answer a few questions.